you are writing. I have seen all your answer sheets. It's very good. Complete your homeworks like that and keep it up. Go through the studies and don't come out. Stay in home. Stay safe. Today I want to say you something new. Yes, children. Can you guess what is this? It is a book. And what are these? Papers. What is this? It's a pencil. Then sharpener, eraser, pen, marker. We'll all use this all. Yes or no? We'll all use इसको in a class. Everything we'll use in a class. And how do you know? Is this a book? Is this a sharpener? Is this an eraser? How do you know? You know first only when you have taken birth. That time only you know all these names. No. What you did? Who said for you this all? Yeah, parents has said. Parents has, and parents, not only the parents, everyone has said this is a pencil, eraser, book, chair, table, fan, TV, house. This all has said by the parents. Before that you don't know. But these are the names. Names means of a something. The names of the some things. So that names, what are that names? How many types of names are there? That all we are going to learn in the today's class.
Okay.
So today we are going to start a new topic. It is a nouns. Noun. See, we'll go for the definition. Children, noun. A word that is the name of a thing, a place, an animal or a person. Example, boy, doll, cat and India. Not only these only is, I have given only some examples, but whatever the words are there in the, whatever the things are there in the word, those all are having the names. Those all are having the some passive general names. Now, suppose some more examples. See, children, I said that before only I have shown you like this. Some are papers, pen, book, marker, pen, eraser, sharpener, pencil. These all are some other names of the things. So these all comes under the nouns. These all comes under the nouns. Noun means it may be a thing or a place or an animal or a person. Like a boy, girl, man, woman, everything will comes under the nouns. Now, as now we are going to learn about the types of nouns. Types of nouns. There are many types of nouns. In that we are going to learn our some topics. First is a common noun. Common noun. We'll go for the definition. A common noun is the name of a person, place, animal or a thing. It may be in a general. It may be in a general of a person or a place or an animal or a thing. Now I have written here some examples. See, children, it's a book, pen, paper, TV, phone, etc. Now we'll go for the some live example. Examples are bottle, water bottle, phone, bangle, scissors, door, curtain, everything. Whatever is present in the house, those not only in the house, all over in the India, those all comes under the common nouns. If you know that that anything which is not having a name, you know that? No, nothing is there which is not having a name. Everything is having a name. Now we'll go for the.
Okay.
Now we have completed the common nouns. Now we'll go for the proper nouns. Second topic is proper noun. Proper nouns. Now we'll see the definition. A proper noun is the name of a particular person, an animal, a place or a thing. A proper noun begins always with capital letter. Remember, children, always a proper noun begins with capital letter. This capital letter, proper noun, it may be in the middle of the sentence or end of the sentence or at the starting of the sentence. Now, here I have written some examples. See, Hyderabad, H is a capital letter. Raju, H is a capital letter. Here, Lux soap, I have written Lux soap. Soap is a common noun. Lux is a name of a soap. So, here I have written Lux, L is a capital. Next, Royal Bengal Tiger. This is also RBT. It is starting with capital letters. Now, some more live examples I want to show you. Some more examples, children. Now see, what is this? This is a book. Book And you said it's a book. Book will come under the common noun. But how it will be the proper noun, madam? Because here this book is having some name. Padmavati. Padmavati notebook. This book is having some name. What is that name? Padmavati. Padmavati comes under the proper noun. And book comes under the common noun. Next example is see, jet. We'll see the jet. We'll buy the jet in the shops. If we go and ask the shopkeeper, can you please give me the jet? What he'll say, which type of jet, what is the name of the jet, he'll ask. So that means jet is having so many different names. Now this jet is having some specific name. That is a good night. Good night, this name. And one more, all out. Is there mosquito coil? Is there so many types of jets are available in the shops. Next. Now, if I want to buy a balm, if I ask balm means he'll ask what is the name. So, here mentho plus balm. Mentho plus balm. This is the name of this balm. Next, I asked a marker. I asked a CD marker. I asked here CD marker. CD marker. He'll say, madam, CD marker means which company? So we have to mention here Camlin. Camlin CD marker. So he'll give you Camlin only. Next, I want to buy a eraser. Eraser. So erasers means in different types are there. Like Apsara eraser, Natraj eraser. Here, see, this is a eraser is also having a name, that is the DOMS. DOMS eraser. Not only this, children, each and everything is having. Now, if I take a child. Child, girl is a common noun. That girl is having some specific name. What is that girl specific name? Like Srija, Ujwala, some other names, etc. So, if I take the boy name is also having some Sai, Prakash, Raju, Rakesh. Like this, some names are there. Now, see, I am also a woman. Even I am also a common noun. Woman is a common noun. But I am having some specific name. Geeta. Geeta is a proper noun. Now we'll go for the next topic. Now we'll go for the next topic, children. The next topic is, it's a collective noun. The third topic is collective noun. A collective noun, we'll go for the definition now. A collective noun are names of a group of a people. A name of a group of a people, animal or things in a group. Even the people or animals or things which are in a group will give us some specific name for that. That name is called a collective noun. Now suppose here some examples are there. See here, children. A bunch of grapes. Can you see how is a apple? Apple will be single for a tree. Apple will be single for a tree, and mango also will go single for a tree. But grapes, it will grow in a single? No, it will grow in a group. For that group of grapes, we have given here bunch. Next, a team of players. Players means so many players will be play. But when cricket game is going on, so many players will be there. But for that cricket players, what we have to say? We have to say a team. Next, an army of soldiers. When we go for the border, we will see the army members. Army people will be only one. Soldier people will be only one. But that soldiers are many. We'll see only one? No. There will be many. So, for that soldiers will give a name as a army. Now, if we go for the jungle, lions. Can one lion will be stay at a line? No. It will be in a group. So, that group of lions will give a name as a pride. Next, cows also will give a name as a herd. Like so many are there. Now, I want to show you one more live example. See this keychain. You have seen this keychain? See, this is a keychain, only one keychain. But here how many keys are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 5 are there. So, it is a bunch of a key. Now see, these are bangles. How we will keep? In a row we will keep. In a row we will keep these all bangles. Now, next. See this is a bowl. I have taken a rice. Now, what I should use collective name for this bowl? A bowl of a rice. A bowl of a rice. Next, a glass of water. A glass of water. So, this all will come under the collective noun. Now, we'll go for the next topic as a abstract noun. Abstract noun. Abstract noun we'll read the definition, children. An abstract noun is a noun we cannot see, we cannot taste, we can see, taste, touch, smell or hear, but something, but we can feel it. Now, see, examples you see. First you see the success, brave, loud, honest. Now, in your class you got a first rank. How you feel? You feel very happy. You feel very happy. But that happiness we can feel it, but we cannot show it. Yes or no? So, if if your mother beat you, so what you'll do? You'll sit and cry. Yes or no? You'll sit and cry. That is a sad. You are feeling sad. Sad is also a abstract noun. So, honest. So if anyone will say on you lies, what you'll say? No, I did not do that work. I am the honest girl. You'll say or not? Yes or no? So accepting. That is it. This all will comes under the abstract noun. One more thing. How your mother will show the love for you? How your mother will show love for you? Well, she'll show you so much of love. Every day, every minute, every hour, she'll show you so much of love. But you can see it? No. But when you accept it, then you can get that feeling. Yes or no? That is the abstract noun. Now we'll go for the next topic, children. Next topic is a material noun. Material noun. We'll go for the definition. Material noun is a noun. It is used to name things. That means non-living things like material, substance, ingredient for making things. Example C, sand, wood, iron, gold, air, water. Now material noun. Now see material noun. Suppose if I shown, what is this? First only I have said this is a stick. How this stick is made up of? Stick is a common noun. How the stick made up of? It is made with wood. What property they have used here? Wood. Wood is a material noun. Now one more. What is this? This is a scissors. How it is made? It is made with iron. This is made with iron. Iron is a material noun to prepare this scissors. Next. What is this? This is a mirror. Here, this is a mirror. This mirror is also prepared with plastic as well as the glass. Plastic as well as the glass. So to prepare this mirror, they have used the plastic as well as the glass. Now one more example. See, what is this? These are the tablets. When you are feeling some unhealthy, so that time we'll take tablets. That time we'll take tablets. So tablet is prepared with chemical powders. Chemical powders. So these all, whatever the noun is prepared with that material is called the material nouns. Yes, now we'll go for the next topic. Next topic is a compound noun. Next topic is our compound noun. We'll go for the definition. A compound noun is a noun with a combination of two or more nouns. See children, combination of two or more nouns and functions as a single noun. Functions as a single noun. Now examples you see, sun. As usual every day we'll get a sun early in the morning. Sun. Flowers will be getting in the garden. Now see, if I add sun plus flower, it will get a sunflower. So this noun is different. This noun is, sun is different. Flower is different. And if we add sun plus flower, we'll get a sunflower. This is also a different noun. Now we'll go for the bed. We'll sleep on the bed. And we have so many rooms in our house. If we add bed plus room, we'll get bedroom. Now next, butter. Butter we'll eat in the, we'll put on the bread and we'll eat. Yes? Fly. Fly, you know house flies? It will be there sometimes in houses or on the outside or in the garage. Okay, so if we add butter plus fly, we'll get another word, butterfly. It will be very beautiful. Yes or no, children? Yes. Next, fire. Fire means, if you want to burn if you want to cook anything, mommy, what you should do? First we should fire the stove. Next, man. If I add that fire plus man, what will get? Fireman. So like that, so many examples are there. That means if we add one noun and if we add to another noun, we'll get one more new noun. Those are called compound nouns. Yes. Now we'll go for the next topic. Our next topic is the compound noun. In nouns, this is the one more new another topic in the nouns. So this is the countable nouns. The countable nouns will go for the definition. A countable noun is a noun which can be counted whether it is a singular or a plural. Whether it is a singular or a plural, we can count, means that is a countable noun. Now suppose, see, dog. Can we count the dogs? Yes. Can we count the house? Yes. Can we count the books? Yes. Can we count the photos? Yes. Candles? Yes. Now some more examples I'll show you. See, this is a pen. Can we count the pens? Yeah, we can count it. See, again, this is a keychain. How many keychains are there? For this, 5 are there. So, the 5, we can count it. See, here some bangles are there. We can count these bangles? Yeah. Yes, we can count it. And see this menthol press bomb. If I put so many menthol press bomb, can we count? Yeah. Yes, we can count it. See, this is a pencil. Pencil we can count? Yes. So, whatever the things which I can count it, so those all are called countable nouns. Now we'll go for the next topic. It's the last topic in the noun. Uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are the nouns which we cannot be counted. Once again, you listen, children. Uncountable nouns are the nouns which cannot be counted, like water, air, sand, rice, floor, sky, etc. Now see example. See, here I have taken a bowl of rice. It's a collective noun, children. What I said before only, a bowl of rice is a collective noun. But in this uncountable nouns, I am using the rice. Can we count this rice? No, we can't count this rice. Can we count the sand? No. Can we count this air? Can we see the air here? No. But we can count it? No, we cannot count it. Now see here, I have taken a bottle of water. In this, water is there. Can we count this bottle? Water? Bottles we can count it, but we can't count the water. Yes or no? So bottles we can count it, but water we cannot count it. So these are the see, now suppose here hair we can count it? No, we cannot count it. So many things are there which we cannot count it, and some things are there which we can count it. So these are all the things now we have learnt in the nouns class. So children, there are whatever the things are there in the world, that all are having the names, and each name and everything is having some specific some specializations in the nouns. That specializations only we have learned till now. Thank you for listening my class. Thank you, children. Have a good day. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.